Hi JDS, it's Mrs. Martin, and I want to introduce you to an artist named Julie Taymor. She is one of my most favorite living artists. She is a sculptor and mask designer, a puppet designer, costume designer, set designer, screenwriter, film and stage director. She's pretty accomplished. She was born in Massachusetts to the daughter of a political science professor and a gynecologist. So, no artists, and she's still an amazing artist. She studied abroad at 15, and then in 16 she went to Paris where she explored mime and masks. So in college she went to Indonesia and studied topeng, which is mask theater, and wayang kulit, shadow puppetry. Here are examples of what she studied. So they put on masked performance, costume performance, and then a large shadow puppet designed to tell stories. She then worked for the Public Theater for director Joseph Papp, which is a very famous director in New York City, to create the annual Passover pageant that would be culturally inclusive. Here is her sketch on the right, and the finished puppet is on the left. So there's some of her puppets for the performance. She is known for her distinct style, visual style, and extensive use of puppets and masks, developed largely from her time in Indonesia working with the theater. Taymor is most widely recognized for her production of The Lion King, which opened on Broadway in 1997. Julie Taymor was the first woman to win a Tony Award for director of a musical. So right there she's working with clay on the mask for Scar. These are all her awards that she won, Tonys and Drama Desk Awards. See, she's carving the clay mask, and then that's her finished product on the right. And here is the costume complete. So she uses her influence that she studied to create a lot of the Lion King costumes. These are her sketches on the left and the costumes on the right. I was amazed because they were kinetic sculptures also. They moved on stage, if you've ever seen the performance. And she wanted to keep the African culture and influence of African culture with the costumes. So she used actual fabrics from Africa. The giraffes are one of my favorites costume. And see, she has people standing on as the sets, and the costumes were actually the trees and the forest. So I'm going to include a performance of Circle of Life so you guys can look at it and see all the work that she put into this. So Julie Taymor, her partner in life, has been Elliot Goldenthal, an Oscar-winning composer since 1980. So they've been together a long time, and I'm sure they influence each other in their work. One of her quotes, "Limitations force you to find the essence of what you want to say, which is one of the most important things to know for an artist." Here are some other things. She works on a lot of Shakespeare and a lot of famous plays and classic books. She also, though, did Spider-Man on Broadway. So that was kind of interesting that she worked on that. I've never been a puppeteer. I conceive and I write and I design, I direct, and I'm not just puppets. I direct actors, I direct dancers, I direct singers, I direct films. I also direct puppeteers. I'm really a theater maker. but there's not a word for that. So I hope you guys liked her artwork. She's a very big influence on me. I went to her, the Lion King performance with a sketchbook, and I just sat and sketched almost the entire performance. So I'm going to include the Circle of Life, and then you guys can take a look at it and see what you think of her work. I miss you guys, and I hope you liked her work, and I'll talk to you real soon.